Alright, oink oink, bitch. Welcome.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, Roadhog?
I, I don't know, man.
What are
Oof,
you
I'm a
doing without your
sweaty
mask
hog, let me
on?
tell you. I'm a sweaty hog.
You sure are.
And, you ready to get your mind crushed?
Well, I'm ready to crush your mind into something maybe not resembling a mind anymore.
Mind crushes. Oh,
Well,
fuck me.
I guess I could play a game or two.
Wow, this is very hot. I can't even imagine what that's like to even shove that on. You weird pig monster, you.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And it messes up all my hair, too. Forever. Oh, shoot. Oh, my hair.
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck.
No. What is happening? What is going on? This is a night. It's a nightmare. Hello. Welcome to Tarqaron. You do Mindcrushers.
All right. So, in case you aren't aware, we previously did a series called Hypotheticals and Supertheticals, which were cards assembled by a man named Chuck Klosterman. And
Chuck,
Kent.
we love you, Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck's a great guy, and he gave a bunch of fun hypothetical scenarios you could talk through, and it made for some great long-form discussions here on Tarqaron. And so my brother actually gave me these on Christmas, or on my birthday, actually, my birthday.
Oh.
And he said since we were just running out of supertheticals at the time, this might be something we could try. Fill that void in our hearts. It's called Mindcrushers.
Yeah.
This is from the two co-creators of Cards Against Humanity. So
Is it really?
it's a little different brand we're going for here.
Yeah, it is going to be as maybe a little more edgy NSFW brand.
Yeah. So there's
Possibly,
some that are
'cause
straight up
that's-
called NSFW cards that are like these are specifically inappropriate ones, and they're. I mean, I read a few of them just to get an idea, and I'm like, wow, this go off the walls. So some of the questions are not nearly as in depth. They're not whole scenarios, I don't think. They're usually just like conversation questions, I think. This is for 17 plus. This is stupid questions, stupid conversations.
Okay, so we're gonna get stupid. Is that with two O's or with a U?
Oh, it's a U.
Yeah, I know.
This includes 200 conversation cards. Fun for like 30 to 90 minutes. Best with like 3 to 10 plus people. It says.
Wow, how Cards Against Humanity of them.
Yeah. Warning, Mindcrushers contains outlandish, paradoxical content that may induce vertigo, hallucinations, and or ego death. Do not engage in Mindcrushers if you are a child, a ghost, or a humorless void.
Okay, well, I might be one of those things because I haven't eaten recently. So let's just get our way through. We have no idea how long these are going to take. Like this could be like the longest video we've ever done.
No, they're not going to be long.
They're not going to be long. Okay,
or
it could be the shortest.
Longest video we
the
ever
shortest.
Done.
I don't know.
On,
yeah, that would be over 2 hours then.
Let's read this pamphlet. It says questions you might have.
Okay.
What is this? What
is this?
This is the deck of questions known as Mindcrushers. It exists in the galaxy known as Milky Way.
Wow, okay.
And then it says, okay, what is the deck of questions known as Mindcrushers? It is a deck of cards for you to have conversations about. Some of the conversations might crush your mind, metaphorically speaking. What do I do with the cards? Shuffle the cards and place 6 of them on the table with the funny faces looking up at you. The person with the coolest shirt begins as God and chooses one of the 6 Mindcrushers. God picks up the card, turns it over, and reads it out loud to everyone in a cool and fun way. Don't forget to read the title. It's a very important part of the experience.
Well, I mean, you have the set, so I guess you're God regardless, even though my shirt is definitely cooler than yours right now.
Yeah, right? The group should then have a conversation about the card. This may continue for as long as God wishes. When God is ready to end the conversation, God may do so by declaring a winner. The winner then becomes God, and a new Mindcrusher is placed on the table to replace the one that was just read. But how does God decide who wins? That is a question humanity has asked since the dawn of time. Okay,
Wow,
fuck you. Seriously, how do I decide who wins a Mind Crusher?
I suppose I was gonna say, I was like, wow, we're really tying in with our other with our other discussion today.
Look into your heart and ask yourself who won that Mind Crusher. By the way, there will be no winners here, I guess. Yeah. So this is designed supposed to be like a game like Cards Against Humanity, but what if God reads the Mind Crusher, but there's an awkward silence? If that happens, God must get the ball rolling by commanding one person to speak first. God should do something like point at the person and say, "Hey, what do you think?"
Hey, Dave, go.
If the person doesn't respond, God must choose a different person. If that doesn't work, God should pick a new card as quickly as possible. What if a Mind Crusher has been sitting on the table for a really long time? Discard it and take out a new Mind Crusher. Does Mind Crushers ever end? I don't know. Stop asking me questions. Geez, sorry I bothered you. It's okay. Sorry I snapped at you.
Wow, what a wholesome exchange.
Do I have free will? No, you don't magically exist outside the laws of physics and causality. Is morality just a social construction? Yeah, but it's still cool and useful. Is God real? Come on. So what's the best meat at Chipotle?
What is this? What is this?
This is all. It says questions you might not have, but that I would like to address anyway.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Simple mode for extra chill people. If you're looking for the chillest possible experience, forget about those dumb rules I talked about before. Instead, do this. Open the box, take out a card, read it out loud, have a conversation, repeat as desired. There you go.
Okay. So you can make it a game for some reason if you wanted to. But
if you have 3 to 10 plus people,
yeah.
That's what is ideally. See, I don't know if there's a separated by a category within here or what. I'll just pick out a card at random. There's a cover card with a little face on it. It says, and it's got the name Assholes or Sweethearts.
Okay.
This is a simple one, but it has profound implications. Who do you think is actually happier, like day to day? Assholes or sweethearts?
Who's happier day to day?
I mean,
so like actual cinnamon bun people or like real massive dickheads?
Mm-hmm.
Day to day, who's happier? That's hard. That's so hard.
But
because it's like your cinnamon bun, your sweet, nice person may actually be having like a horrible things going on in their life, and the sweetheartness is just kind of a projection to make both themselves feel better, help other people feel better, just because like everything that they have to deal with when they're not out in public is so horrible, and so maybe they're not. But then the asshole might actually be an asshole because they're going through horrible stuff, and they just do it as a projection for their own self-loathing, and they just do it because they're upset at the world, and they could just be a dick, and who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But I could also go the other way. Maybe they're just generally a sweet person, and maybe they're just a jerk because hey, it makes them feel good.
But it's got to be the sweethearts though, right? Because the assholes.
That's what I mean. That's what I.
Assholes are miserable people generally. Sweethearts can be miserable in some way, but at least being sweet, there's a certain level of happiness within that.
Maybe it's the happy ones you gotta watch out for, right?
I get that, but also I'm realizing these were numbered cards too, so I could have gone in order.
Wow. Okay.
So now I'm just gonna I have to just go full chaos mode.
Full chaos mode. All right.
Because I've picked card number 92.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna say sweethearts too. Yeah, I mean, it just makes the most sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes being just a complete douche can be cool, but
so
this. I saw the title of the card.
It's called James Bond's Pizzeria, and then has a little thing underneath that says controversial.
This is controversial. Okay.
So how about a James Bond movie where 007 reconnects with his estranged family and struggles with PTSD, and he quits being a secret agent to open up a pizzeria, but the pizzeria goes out of business and he kills himself, and it ends with the James Bond theme song. Would you be into that?
No.
No?
No. I just saw we'll talk about this in our monthly favorites, I'm sure. Or I might make a solo video on it at some point too. I saw No Time to Die recently. I've seen it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely loved it. Huge fan of that franchise and that series. I mean, like, I guess kudos to them for being weird and experimental, but maybe don't do that with my James Bond, please. Thank you. That's my perspective.
I'd be into it because I have no connection to it. So
there you go.
I'm always into weird butchering
weird,
the series.
weird.
As stated in our last hypotheticals, I was down to butcher any series if we had to.
You're down to it. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess if it's us that's making it, then that's something, right?
Right.
We could just make James Bond
We can cast Rusty and James Bond
as James Bond. And it's James Bond's Pizzeria.
Yeah. This one is called Ultimate Diss Fight, NSFW.
Okay. Oh.
Who do you think would win in the ultimate diss fight? A talking penis or a talking vagina? So, is it asking who has the most material to use against the other one? Which can you be?
So
more
I'm
critical
thinking.
of?
I'm just thinking of like horrible, vulgar slang terms for both,
Mm-hmm.
or not even that vulgar. Just like slang terms for both, and like. I mean, more for the penis immediately jump out.
So. I'd think so that the talking vagina would win. There's just more material to work with the penis, and there's so many things could be more immediately noticeably different from penis to penis. So I think there's more to pick apart there.
Yeah, I mean, not every single vagina is exactly the same.
Not the same, but there's there are different.
there's only so many variations of the vulva and folds that you can have, right?
What are you gonna diss them on?
The
idea... there's only so much you can diss them on.
I guess.
So there's just so many elements of a talking penis that you could really dissect.
I mean, yeah, I think it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, you've got a lot of disses that you could do with a schlong. So.
Yeah.
Get schlonged. I mean, he lost.
I'm just pulling them at random now.
Do you remember that?
No.
That was something Donald Trump said to somebody. He got schlonged. I mean, he lost.
This card is called He Probably Smelled.
Okay.
It just says, was Sylvester Stallone ever sexy?
No.
No? You don't think so?
Wasn't there like I'm pretty sure I read about this somewhere. Wasn't he in like an actual like porn film?
I don't know.
That was called The Italian Stallion. I'm pretty sure I read something about that at one point. So somebody thought he was at some point. It wasn't me.
Was that a thing? Like, was that a talking point a lot of people had about Sylvester Stallone? Is that he was sexy?
That he was sexy? I don't know. All right, now I'm
sure.
looking this up. It's like, was this a thing, or am I like, did I have some vague fever dream in college?
Well, let me look up young
I read something
Sylvester
about that.
Stallone.
I mean, I'm thinking like Rambo as young Sly Stallone.
I mean, I don't think he's particularly sexy. No.
I don't think he's unattractive.
No.
I think he has some attractive masculine characteristics, but I don't think I would ever call him sexy.
Yeah.
Maybe that was what people, if you think about like the 70s, what the people in the 70s like cherished, maybe it almost feels like more like maybe if he was in the 50s, he would have been considered that way,
Yeah.
Yes.
It took you a long time to find that porn.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to say the name. It's really stupid. As he's in a okay, I'll say it. The Party at Kitty and Studs is a 1970 American softcore pornographic romance film starring Sylvester Stallone in his first starring and leading role.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Shortly after the 1976 release of Rocky, The Party at Kitty and Studs was edited and re-released as Italian Stallion to capitalize on his fame. Yeah. Yeah, nice. There you go. It had a budget of $5,000. Wow. It's a lot of dough we got, I guess.
This one's called Big Jim, NSFW.
Hey, the Big Jim's got the seal reaction. Sea lion.
Yeah, I know. I think they're just random, literally random. They're not really related.
Yeah.
Jim is your boyfriend. You love him very much. Unfortunately,
right,
Jim's testicles have been cursed by an ancient demon.
Wow.
His balls grow bigger and bigger every day, and they'll keep growing until he dies. How big would Jim's balls have to get for you to tell him, I'm sorry, Jim, your balls are too big. It's over.
Probably when if you looked at it and it was like being like like half the size of him. Not him, but like his member.
Oh, really?
If it was like half the size of his member, maybe even to the okay, so let's say Big Jim was blessed and he had a, maybe he wasn't blessed, maybe he has kind of a very small penis.
Okay.
So when it starts being over the size of his flaccid penis, then it's like Jim, it's too much. Too much.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like if they're just so big where it's like, why? I just can't. Yeah.
That's gonna be really quick for you.
Yeah. I'm not gay, so it's not hard for me to be picky about this with Jim. I'm sorry.
You not being gay should be more of a reason for you not to care about his genitalia. You should care about his character.
I should care about. I guess that's true. Yeah. I'm sorry, Jim, but it's not going to work out because, well, as it turns out, I'm not gay. So
that's why.
But this card presupposes. But this card presupposes that you are.
Yeah. So
if you are a guy answering this, so I mean, I think
me, it would be a long time because
if I was gay, I suppose it would probably be to the point where it starts getting interfering. I guess we should say. That's when I'm like, all right, we gotta put the timeout on this one, you know. It's like it's over, Jim. I'm sorry.
In his ever-growing testicles, that's crazy. I mean, what's the point if you're being with someone, and it's only if you only care about that, then you're not in it for the right reasons, you know. So you should be with someone regardless of their
when it starts I guess maybe okay. I guess think about it less as a joke. It would probably have to be to the point where it starts interfering with, like, to the point of they would have to be interfering with our lives in some way, you know, in a way that's not just intimately, but like in a way that's like it's becoming inconvenient.
Physically in the room.
Just in the room, you know. It's like
he's taking up half the room, bro.
We can't even go out anymore.
We can't go out anymor.
We can't go out and enjoy ourselves anymore. What's wrong with you, Jim? I'm sorry, but
his fault.
Yes, it is. He got cursed.
He got cursed by a demon.
Yeah. Well,
doesn't mean he deserved
that demon is the demon's mean. And why would you do such a thing to poor little Jim? This is what it used to be known as.
Yeah. This one's called Maximum Occupancy, NSFW.
Oh, man. There's a lot of these.
Good evening. What do you think is the maximum number of penises that can fit inside of an average human butthole? If you're
when I started doing this is not the first thing I really wanted to think about. Three probably.
Or 4.
Yeah, I would say like 3.
4. That's how much pain.
That's a lot of
factor.
Pain. There's a lot of pain. That's not cool. None of that's cool. No.
None of that's cool.
None of that's cool. That's.
I'm not a big like shoving things into butts. You know, it always disturbs me.
It's a little much. You know.
It's
much. It's a little much. Don't you think?
Yeah. This one's called Not a Big Deal.
How many have we been through? This feels like an eternity. We've only been doing this for like 10 minutes. I'm kidding. Because we've had nothing but like, how many dicks would you throw down a hallway?
Yeah.
You know, it's like not a big deal.
These are the tough questions for you. You just found out that your husband has been cheating on you with a clone of himself and that this has been going on for like 5 years. He doesn't think it's a big deal. What do you think?
Yeah, it's weird and narcissistic. It's kind of a big deal.
It's pretty
very
big
weird.
Deal.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker.
Like infidelity in any kind of way. I mean, even if it's just like a clone. A clone is. It's a clone though. Clones aren't like an exact. It's not an exact copy. It's like a clone is. It is a copy of the DNA, but that person still has like their own like consciousness and will. So.
I think the bigger question is if it's a clone of you, would it be a big deal?
I think it actually still would be. It still would be because it's still a different person.
Yeah.
So it's like that's messed up. It's messed up. You weird husband, you. This is unacceptable.
This is unacceptable. This one's categorized as pretty stupid.
Okay.
How big would a plate of nachos have to be before you say to the waiter, "This is unacceptable. Take it away"? How big would a plate of nachos have to be?
I mean, I'm okay with some pretty big sized nachos. I would say when it gets to the point where you can't even fit it on like one of their serving trays / carts, like they have to like
the whole cart.
Yeah, if they can't fit it on a cart, or if they can't fit it on the table, I would say that this is unacceptable.
Take it away. Yeah. Get
out of here. If they can't fit it on the table, it's like I'm okay with some pretty big sized nachos though. I do dig some nachos.
This is called the TV show Seinfeld.
I was just watching some of this earlier.
If the 4 main Seinfeld characters fought to the death, who would win? Kramer.
Would Kramer win? I don't know Seinfeld as intimately as I would like. That's actually why I was watching it, because I think Jerry Seinfeld is very, very funny, and I have always liked episodes of it that I've watched. So I'm hoping to actually make my way through the whole series at some point.
My mom loves it. But
yeah.
So it's Jerry, Elaine, George, and Kramer, right?
Yeah.
Who would win? Kramer.
I think it's hard to say anything other than Kramer.
Yeah.
I mean, George has body weight on his side. That's something.
Mm-hmm. He's a little stout, though.
But Kramer has the manic energy.
Yeah.
That like could be very valuable in a fight to the death. I think. Who do you think loses first? Would it be Elaine just because she's a woman, or do you think it would be Jerry?
Probably Jerry or George. I think George.
Yeah, George was kind of a wet blanket. I feel like Jerry would actually kind of defend himself.
Yeah. But Kramer would win, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Hector's hole. NSFW. Just for you.
God, why?
Everybody.
Please save me from this place.
Say hello to Hector the scientist. Hector created a tiny black hole in his laboratory, and every day he ejaculates into it.
Okay.
He enjoys watching his semen get contorted and destroyed by the immense gravity of the black hole.
Hey guys, check this out. I was like, oh, God, stop, Hector, why?
He posts a new black hole cum shot video to Pornhub every day. Will you subscribe?
Okay.
I don't subscribe.
No.
To anything.
I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe to that theory, nor do I. Why?
No, I don't subscribe to anything on Pornhub, so I wouldn't. But
yeah.
would I tune in? Yes.
I mean, I guess if I've already like been introduced to this whole thing where it's like Hector's like, hey guys, check this out, and like shows me. I mean, if I've already seen it once, I might as well like.
Yeah, but like how many? A new cum shot.
Yeah, like how do you make that different though? Like I don't. It's going into a black hole. That's kind of cool. But anything going into a black hole.
You're watching him ejaculate into it though.
I don't. Right? See. I'm not.
So then that would be. That's all the difference would be is just watching him ejaculate slightly differently.
I know. I don't really want to see that.
There you go.
To be honest, right. So no, I don't. I'm sorry.
But you obviously are going to tune in for a couple of times because it's a black hole.
The black hole. Yeah, the black hole part of it is very tempting.
Storm the internet for sure.
It would. It'd be like, yo, you check out the new black hole cum shot episode.
Whole category on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Just black holes.
That's a different category.
Yeah.
So that's not tied about this. Yeah. That's a different
scientist shit. All right. So that's 10 Mindcrushers, sir.
A lot of NSFW. Yeah. Shield little ears from this content, please.
Hector, I like the Hector's whole one. It's pretty good. What's your fave?
Well, that one made me laugh because of how ridiculous it is. I like the Seinfeld one. Honestly, that one is just really funny. Who would win it? See, I can see how these would really benefit from having like a lot of different people, like a lot of perspectives, because like these conversations could go on for like a good 5-10 minutes.
But it's interesting you pick a winner though. Like whoever's God just decides who's answering the best.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, it's a very apples to apples thing, right? Where it's like I decide that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of them are not
like. I think this card
is
is the best.
some of them are pretty straightforward answers, so it'll be interesting. But there you
I mean,
have
for us, they're straightforward, but maybe a different perspective, they would be. People would get more out of it, you know.
Mm-hmm. There you have it, Mindcrushers, baby.
There's Mindcrushers.
there's 200 of these bad boys. All right, very different brand than the hypotheticals, supertheticals.
Yeah.
But
I also like the nacho question. That was goofy.
How much is too much?
How much is too much?
And this is unacceptable.
This is unacceptable. Get these nachos away from me.
Yeah. For me, I didn't even answer that, but
yeah, I was getting to be like, wait a minute.
I kind of agree with you.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think it would ever. I mean, it would be so ridiculous. Obviously, you wouldn't be taking it at face value. Like he's bringing out a whole table's length of nachos as the plate of nachos. You know, I wouldn't be like, this is unacceptable. Take it away. But yeah, I mean, more than
it was like, I just asked for a plate of nachos, sir. I didn't ask for your whole kitchen's worth of nacho goods.
Yeah. I mean, it seems silly to complain about it getting too much. Now, mostly it's like the problem is not having enough in the serving sizes at restaurants, you know?
It's true.
All right, there you have it. Mindcrushers.
Mindcrushers. Zach, where should the fine people go? Where should they go after they finished watching this? And get them to scrub their mind of the filth that we put into their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Where should they go? What should they watch?
They should go and watch our unboxing of the custom Tarqaron cards that my brother sent.
I highly agree. That's a great idea.
It was a good time. I revisit that video every now and then because it's fun going through. We were going through, getting to experience the gems for Tarqaron experience.
The Tarqaron Gem Mint 10s.
Yeah. So, right. Check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our podcast feed. Like the video. Leave a comment letting us know how many penises would fit into a butthole. And
maybe don't.
Hit the notification
you
bell.
could not do that.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and like us on Facebook. Tarqaron, TWO. At ease.